Alright YouTube, I got another one for you today. This is our positive ball lift for the lane machine. This component would be right here. See, it rises up as the balls come into the bottom here and gets lifted up and shot down this chute to end up back down for the bowler. A couple moving parts on the ball lift, but the main stuff, you want to make sure all your bearings and things of that nature are good. Still a little addition for fine adjustments if balls aren't being thrown exactly properly, or if they're hanging out in the middle of the ball lift somewhere. You got a tensioner spring system with a crank here for tightening the belt itself. You've got a little suspension system here for the part when the ball comes in, and this whole system lifts up to let the ball slide through. And then back here you have how it's driven. These would be one direction pulleys. Here's one that is good. It will free spin this direction and it will not this way. This way will drive the belt system if I pulled it this way. This pulley is seized, and it stopped our ball lift. It also torched our brand new humpback belt here. There's a nice little groove. It's probably hard to see, but yeah, it's worn down really bad from this part seizing. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this component. And maybe the belt, we'll see if I can get any more life out of it, but that divot might cause it to throw or slide. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, that is the gist of the ball lift. And I'll come back with it when it's fixed. I might give you a little bit in between as well. We'll see how froggy I'm feeling. Alright guys, so I don't know what I did. Alright, this is our old pulley. You can see on the inside it's pretty shot in there. There's some missing rollers for the bearing. Nice big hole in there, not supposed to be there. I beat it out with a socket. We have another tool for that. I don't know where it is right now. I just put it over top of the vise and pushed it through gently with the brass hammer. The part I'm talking about would be this bushing, and this component actually goes over top of this, and then this is our even side pulley. These pulleys only rotate one direction. You need to make sure you have it the right way. I am going to grease all of this, but this is just so you can see how it ended up being. So you can see that the pulley only turns backwards on its own. If it's going this way, it wants to grip and hold on. So that's what we want, both sides to be turning freely in that direction. If they go the other way, they will be turning our belt. So yeah, you get this on, you get this lined up with the key right here. Get this to focus. So this is keyed. There's a nice groove right there. You want that hole lined up with the key. You'll shove this portion back onto here. And once that's on all the way, you'll tighten down that set screw. And then you'll put your, whatever that is, 11/16 back on here. I don't know which size Allen this is. 3/16 on the Allen. So yeah, that would be how you'd change one of the right or left hand only rotating pulleys on the bottom of ball lift belt. Alright guys, I hope that is helpful. I'm gonna grease everything up here and reassemble it, and then discuss with the boss man about if we're gonna run this belt a little more, or if I'm just gonna go about replacing it. If I do have to replace it, I'll loosen this right here with one of these guys. Put that on here and bring it back until this spring loosens up, well, tightens up actually, and then I can get the ball lift belt off, and then I'll loosen this to tighten a new one on if we replace it. But that's gonna be how you do that, guys. All right, hope it helped. All right, guys, so we got our new humpback belt in. It is in pristine condition. We got our pulley on. Our one direction pulley is on. So how the belt goes on, we're gonna need to pull this bar out. There are snap washers snap rings on both sides, and this threading will come out. And I should be able to gently tap that rod out. So the belt will go through here, and then the same thing here. I'm gonna have to pull this bar as well. And then I may have to tighten the tension on this spring actually, to bring the wheel in. And then, no, it would be loosened. We'll loosen the tension on here to bring the wheel in. We'll see if we have to do that. I might be able to just squeeze it over. And then we are gonna clean our raceway here on this side. And you can see in that one, it needs a little bit of cleaning. I don't wanna mar up the new belt. And then, yeah, we'll go over all the procedures once I get to that step. All right, guys. All right, guys. Sorry it's getting loud back here, but we got this guy off. We got that guy off right here. I cleaned this and this on the wire wheel. I also used the Spitfire to get all the grease off it. Normally, they both have these little snap rings on them. Why I'm not focusing. There we go. Normally it has these little snap rings on both sides. This one does. However, our center bar over here didn't. I don't know if this was for something else and we're just using it in this case or what the deal is here, but we slotted that. I slotted it a little bit better so that we really get a tight fit with that screw. So this is ready to go back together. I'm gonna put the belt on. Sorry I can't actually show you, but it's a two-handed operation. I'll come back when the belt's on, and then we'll put everything back together. All right, guys, so I got it back together. This snap ring was giving me a problem, and I will tell you the secret on how to get it on. Because when you push this whole assembly through, the rod wants to come out the back while you're trying to push down on this rubber gasket to get it all in. It's annoying. You push in on the back of your hand here, on the back of this rod, push it in as hard as you can, and set this screw down. Once the set screws down, then this whole assembly will hold in place. You can push with this and take your snap ring pliers and just snap it on there, and then once it's on, I always take a screwdriver and kind of make sure it's pried in there real good. So that's it. After that, we put Vaseline on our belt to keep the rib from cracking, and then we tighten this assembly outward to apply the proper tension on the belt here. That's pretty much it, guys. Other than that, you know, contact point lubrication. I greased both of these rods before I put them in, and I cleaned them up, like I said, on the wire wheel. So that's going to be pretty much it for the ball lift, guys. I'll do another complete teardown video at some point, but that's going to be right hand pulley change out right there.